welcome back, modelers. So I am bringing to you part 2, just a quick little update into the Tamiya F-4 Phantom build. To be honest, I was getting a little bit ahead of myself with the build and I need to probably give these guys a little bit of an update of where I've been, because the kit just flies together. No drama, it's been amazing. So let's show you a little bit. Obviously, we've got the cockpit all nice to my level of grunge and filth and stuff. And one thing that was noted on Facebook is the color for here, the sky gray that Tamiya calls out for. It is a little bit different from what we have on the sidewalls, and they don't match up perfect, but whether they do in real life, that's another thing. I'm not a Phantom expert, but they definitely are different. So whether that's on purpose or different on accident. So that is one thing, but I don't think I glued this in. Nope, that's not moving. So you can see how there is some different color to the sidewall versus that decal. But it's fairly subtle after the wash, so the wash did help with that. So be forewarned a little bit. Maybe you can see on the sides, like right in there. Maybe the color is just a bit different, but so you might need to use something different than the XF19 that it calls for. Might need to be a little bit different than that. You guys can let me know what probably is the more applicable color that would kind of match the console and maybe match real life. To be honest, not too concerned about accuracy at the moment with the interior and everything else. So that's that. With the nose gear bay, it was pretty fun. There's some ejector pins that I had to work a little bit with, and you can see how I noticed them after the wash and went, ooh, I need to touch that up. So in this area and right there, you can see that nice clean white dot. So that needs to be touched up a little bit. But all that just was gorgeous to go together. And it's always a pleasure to run through the wash and just watch things go into the crevices and show all the detail. And what I have been playing with is this Nuln oil Citadel. And so that's been really good for that. So that's basically where I've been at with there. Been doing a few other things with the building. So we get into the cans, and maybe there's any way to get this like see in deep into those cans. It's a little tricky. But painted the green, and then I did also the Nuln oil wash in there, and picks out those details. I don't know if it's ever going to be seen, especially with the ends of the cans, the nozzles to it, whether or not they're going to be very visible, but man, and I thought I was like going to need to work on some seams, which I do see some coming through there a little bit. I see some daylight I need to work on, but otherwise, like, little drama. Right now I'm building a Kitty Hawk kit for the F-86 that I thought would be a fun project, and it's like the reverse of this. There's all sorts of drama that I've had to deal with. Crazy ejector pins, all sorts of stuff where I feel like I've been spoiled because it's just so simple, and like where the lines are, you can see fits right into those grooves on the burner can. So that's pretty awesome. Just no drama. I'm just about speechless when it comes to that, obviously, right? So from there, I want to show you the rest of this Tamiya engineering. So this, and you have these pins to just line things up. Very little drama. This here, you got these pins, plop, and plop to there, nice and secure. And then that goes in there, and move this out so you can kind of see a bigger picture of all this. All right, so bear with me. I'm not actually gluing it but I just wanted to show you the level of engineering for these two halves. And I'm failing a little. Everything that's drama at this moment is self-induced, so blame me, not Tamiya. Obviously you would be using glue and whatnot, but... Okay, so the two halves, they go together pretty amazingly. So we don't have to worry much about seam lines on here. This whole top portion is going to be covered by another piece, so you don't have to worry about that. Basically everything in here, we don't really have to worry about the seams. And then this, let's see, the exact portion. Probably should have tried this a little more before going on camera, but whatever. All right, so there's that locator. Boom. And so then these just seamlessly go into together like so. And man, most of it that's then together. So this thing literally is just falling together. The other piece, I put together the intakes because this is usually where modern aircraft gives me some heartburn. But man, the only way you could ever get better maybe is seamless intakes that you purchase aftermarket. I mean, this has two it's two pieces that go together, as you can see. My goodness. So with that, I'm speechless. I don't know how much better a kit can get with those intakes. So I probably don't even need to sand, to be honest. I think just having a thicker coat of paint or something is just going to fill in some of those gaps, and you won't even notice anything on there. But it is pretty amazing with there. It probably is going to be more of a challenge to put in an aftermarket seamless intake because it probably won't fit into the whole kit as good as what Tamiya has. So, just awesome. Every little turn that I have with this kit, there's all those Tamiya little giddies. Oh, well, that was easy. Oh my goodness. Whoa, wait. Do I even need to glue this part? Wow. So much with this that this has to be the kit of the year, basically. So in the next part, I'm going to have a lot more of this constructed, and we might just push it along to the next part where we get into where I can add some suggestions, see if I find any tips and tricks with certain things with it that helps you along with it. But so far, very drama-free. So I'll show you some of the different things that I'm looking at experimenting with the exhaust, because man, all the metal pieces to the end and some of the aftermarket stuff that's coming out for that looks pretty amazing too. So I'm going to see if that actually becomes available. But truly a delight so far. So that's what we can expect in the next videos, is getting into the exhaust portion, how I'm going to get into there. And then I think the fun part is I want this to be a very much Navy aircraft. I've got some reference photos of exactly in the Sundowner Squadron where they've had touch-up paint on there, and it never matches, right? So we're going to have some fun with that. We're going to have some fun with getting into some variation. I'm going to be playing around with this Model Master that I got from Nationals, from John Geigel over at Masterpiece Models. So I'm going to be running this and seeing if we can get a good salt effect and all that Navy weathering that is very fun. So until next time.